Are you recording this?
Yes.
Welcome, everyone, to this episode of Around the Mic, behind the scenes, kind of
So
bonus
dangerous.
content situation. Thanks for checking out our podcast. I'm Heather DeLuca. With me, as always, are Mike Richmond.
Hi, I'm the one wearing the down-filled vest.
What is that, a life preserver?
Yeah, good luck with that. It's going to get real hot in here. Let's see how long it stays
And
on.
Social Spring from The Mike Show.
Hello.
Welcome, guys. We started this conversation off. Oh, we're being filmed at the moment.
are we-
Hey.
Are we live on?
We are live on Facebook. Hi, Facebook friends.
How weird is that we're live and I'm watching us be live on my laptop?
Is that like when there's a picture and a picture and a picture
It kind
and a
of feels
picture?
almost Inception-like. Except all I see is my sneaker. Thanks. Okay, now I see my bun. Cool.
Oh, you logged out of Facebook. I'm not logging in because I don't want to look up my nostrils.
Wow, I don't look that bad from behind.
Spring's all about talking about her doo-doo bun today, which is
My
now
doo-doo
what we're
bun.
calling what is on the
Yeah.
top of her head.
Because it's
Her
like,
lazy bun.
not even my lazy bun. This is like 3-day curly hair and the curls aren't as voluptuous as they were before. So now it's just like on a weird
I hear you.
little
Why do you think I
bun.
look like a chihuahua today?
See, at least you can do that. I can't do that with my curls.
We were just talking about songs that get us going. And we were playing
Like in the
Doo-Doo
dance
Brown.
club, just to make that clear.
Oh, I gotta change my list.
So we
Come back to me in a minute.
So I wanted to know, like, what song, and I can't even picture Mike doing this, but like, what song comes on when you're in the car or you're out somewhere and you're like, oh, I really like this song. Like, oh, this is my jam. Do you have a song that does that for you, Mike?
Bette Midler, Wind Beneath My Wings.
That's it. That's what does it for you. Actually,
Windows down, volume up.
do you stick your head out a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, not all the way, just a little bit.
Oh, my hero.
I'm liking too much sun.
You're so annoying. For me, it's any ABBA song.
ABBA?
Yeah, I love ABBA. And then Poison. Love.
Bell Biv DeVoe.
There
We
we
were
go.
just
Can
talking
never
about
pronounce it.
Let Me Clear My Throat
Yes.
by DJ Kool.
That's what I just learned. And then also Total Eclipse of the Heart.
Bonnie, well, the remix.
The remix
Nicki
and the
French?
original. It does
Ah.
not matter.
The
And
original is
Bohemian
unbelievable.
Rhapsody.
Yeah,
I
Bohemian
will
Rhapsody is a
drive.
good one.
I'll keep driving to finish the song so I could do the full skit of it.
I would have to say, House of Pain, Jump Around.
Okay, that's a good
That's
one.
a good one.
Yeah.
Definitely a good one. And a classic one.
Oh, I think I should play that tomorrow during the 90s at noon.
I know we
St.
will.
Patty's Day.
He's had that plan since yesterday.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, then you
Mm-hmm.
can play it. I'll play like Chumbawamba or something.
Chumbawamba.
Tough thumping. I get knocked down, but I get up
Oh my
again.
God.
That song gets me going.
That song is part of my list of songs that bars play to get you out.
Oh, no, that's closing time.
No, that too, but that's part of the
Don't have
list.
to go home,
There's
but you
certain
can't
songs
stay
that
here.
start coming on, and that's one of them. Is because you're drunk enough and the bar is over it, and they want you to leave.
What
wow,
about-
you're getting really close, Ashley.
What about... So, Ashley, our digital editor, is in here taking some... Well, she's live streaming us on Facebook as we record this podcast right now. But I would say Phil Collins in the air tonight because I become a drummer in my wherever I am.
Interesting.
Supposed to keep the hands on the wheel, Heather.
Well,
When
my
you're
hands are
trying-
touching the wheel. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum,
Right.
ba-dum.
You got to make sure you do it right.
And
It'll be fine.
Hypnotized by Notorious B.I.G.
Oh.
When that comes on, I'm like, oh.
Easily.
Uh-huh.
Just about anything from Beastie Boys. Yeah.
Anything. Okay.
Yeah, Beastie Boys.
He likes to
So
fight
we're just
for
going to
his
keep going. I feel like I have
right
so
to
many.
party.
God, anything from Lil Wayne, that's given. Warning from Biggie. Just the opening
Mm-hmm.
line. Who is this calling me at 5:46? And I'm like, oh!
I have a guilty pleasure one that gets me going.
Which one?
Jenny from the Block.
Oh, that's not a guilty pleasure. That's
Do do
just
do do do.
natural. You need to play Jenny from the Block.
I don't know.
The only reason why I like Jenny from the Block is because when I was in 3rd grade, my mom convinced me that I was baby J-Lo and that was going to be my talent show performance. So I had the hat. I had everything set up. I had J-Lo gear, head to toe.
You were a fly
everything.
baby?
A fly baby.
Basically, I was a fly baby.
All I picture when she says this is like that footage of Bruno Mars as like a mini Elvis in Hawaii, and he's got like the white suit on and everything, and he's like this big, baby Bruno
He
Mars.
was like a this big. Then he grew up to this big.
Yeah, barely,
He's so small.
barely to that big. Oh God, the burp is coming back again. Hold on. Okay. It's
Better
gone.
out than in.
Did you get that?
Oh, no. I'm swallowing them because we're in a room together.
Swallowing the burps.
I'm swallowing my burps.
'Cause the bubble's got to go somewhere.
And it will come out as something later. But
All right.
too much personal information, which...
Someone on Facebook, Cheryl, said, I'm too young to love ABBA. There is no
Wow.
such thing.
Oh, Mamma Mia. Here I go again.
You can't say that because then
Ma-
millennials can't win. If we know them, we're in trouble. If we don't know them, we're in trouble. So, yes, I love ABBA.
I have both the gold and the black ABBA greatest hits.
Really?
Because
My favorite thing about ABBA
Take
is
a Chance on Me is like my jam.
their name is a palindrome. That's my favorite thing about them.
Does that mean it's the same going backwards?
Forwards and backwards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Would you know, ABBA is famous for refusing to tour. They've been offered billions of dollars, and they will not tour. Do you think they should tour?
I think they hate each other, and I think this is
that
like
is that what's going on?
right up in the vein of like we're never going to see Led Zeppelin again. We're never going to see Pink Floyd because there's just too much strife that you could throw $100 million at them and they still
ABBA
won't
hates
get
them?
off their butts.
They hate each other?
I didn't know that they hate
Well,
each
they were
other.
all married to each other. You know,
So
it was
weird.
kind of like, you know, the girls and the guys type of thing.
Right.
And I think they've like all moved on with other spouses and they just won't do it. And, you know, you had the Mamma Mia musical was like
Oh, God.
number one on Broadway for so long. Like they really kind of had a revival and came back. And, you know, that would have been the time to really like capitalize on, you know, Dancing Queen in the late
Right.
90s actually came back and hit the chart again.
Love Dancing
You
Queen.
know, that I would love to see. I would be there in like a heartbeat.
See, for me, it's weird. I love sad songs. For whatever reason, sad songs are the ones that get to me the most.
Well, they say so much.
They,
The Winner Takes It All is
Oh
my
my
all-time
gosh,
favorite ABBA
it's
song.
so
To
sad.
the point that now it's tradition that whenever we have a family barbecue, my cousin and I have to lip sync it. And we lip sync it really dramatically. Then after that comes Cher's Believe and Strong Enough. We do that in that order.
Spring is literally just giving concerts wherever she goes. Why don't you just
All
go
the
on
time.
tour?
I should go on tour.
As-
I would go on a lip syncing tour.
Why don't we go as ABBA?
This is
Easy.
We
You
Mike,
could be the cover band.
bizarre
Mike
topic.
and Matt Ryan. Yeah.
Favorite ABBA song or ABBA song?
Um.
Or super.
So when you're near me, darling, can't you
SOS?
hear me? SOS.
Sorry, I got distracted by a Facebook comment. She told me to ask you about Leo Kushner jamming to ABBA and really getting into it as he drove down Tilton with the head bop and all.
Leo Kirshner.
Yes.
Ha
This
ha
is
ha
Cheryl.
ha ha. That I could picture that. I could definitely picture that. He's probably a closet ABBA fan.
Someone
If I
asked.
call him out on he's somebody that I know, a former colleague. He's actually a professor at Rowan University,
Really?
and I guess he's a closet ABBA fan. But he really gets on his students for not knowing like the history of music.
Oh,
And-
really?
And even a band like ABBA that's been like ripped on ever since then. You know, they've become just kind of like a caricature of themselves
It's because they won't tour.
Maybe because of the musical, too.
because they were
Yeah.
Swedish.
You can't-
Also,
Still are.
someone asked the question, why am I sitting on a box? She isn't that short, is she?
Are
Yeah.
you sitting on a box?
I'm
that short.
actually 5'5".
She's a hand puppet.
She
I
puts her
just-
feet on a box.
I put my feet on a box. I'm a stickler about posture. So whenever I sit down, I don't like this feeling of my legs just dangling. So I always sit upright with my feet here so everything is correct because your posture is really important.
To show you how short I am, I'm standing on 2 boxes.
He's got lifts in his shoes like Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we have issues, people. We have
that's
issues. Which
a
brings me
given.
to the topic that I want to know. What, Spring, what is, and Mike, what was it like to date you?
What is it like?
Spring, what is it like to date you? And Mike, what before you got married?
was it like
what
to
was
date
it
me?
like to date you?
Start with Spring. I gotta think.
What? Me?
She has less time to think back. I have to think back.
That is
longer.
all. Yeah, no, he's right. I'm still relatively young. So obviously I don't have a lot of dating history. I had one serious boyfriend for 4 years.
She's available. is what
But
she
but
said.
like okay, so you're still dating.
Right.
So first date, what's it like to be with you?
Oh, so just on a first date. I
Yeah,
thought you meant
like-
like being in a relationship with me because I'm like,
Nah, like what's it like to like go out on a date with you? Expectations, what could they expect? Like
I'm very awkward. I'm so awkward because I don't know how to shut up. So
Are you one of those? You get the more nervous you get, the more you talk.
No, I'm very comfortable
That's
on
me.
dates, but I think it's because I'm too comfortable. So
so you just you got drool and your
Humanity.
food
so,
in your
like
teeth.
I don't
and-
order the small little meals. I just go for it, and I just keep talking, and whatever. Like I don't. Like I went on a date recently, and my best friend said, "Don't say anything weird." Long story short, we were talking about my babysitting experience where a baby was pantsless, showing his thing everywhere, and we started talking about like
Pantsless
babysitting
babies?
and pantsless naked babies. It was just a weird conversation.
But I guess to broaden that, to date you, is it you're like very strong-willed and a
Right.
strong-minded person.
Yes.
So I guess then what's it like to like be in a what do you like in a relationship?
I like to be left alone and also know that you're there, which is weird. Like I like my independence.
So no one can win with you.
No, you can. Just don't text me every day. Because if you text me every day and all day, I'm assuming you don't have anything else to do.
Ashley's nodding her head
She's
to
just
this.
like, yes,
Ashley, what do you think of a guy that texts too much?
that's annoying. She said it's annoying.
She's shaking
Because
her
what are you
head.
doing?
What's too much?
If
To
I look
text
at
a
my
guy
phone
every day. Yeah.
every day, like if
Like-
you're texting me all day, every day,
How about once a day?
Like
once
if
a
I-
day is all right, fine.
Like
Right.
if I leave if I left a date with a guy,
Right.
and like he was texting or calling me like before I even got home or got into my car,
Right.
I was like, yeah.
See, I'm the same way, except a recent date with the guy in the weird children's story. He texted me saying, "I hope you get home safely," and I'm like, "Oh, that was kind of nice." And I
Gotcha.
just put my phone down.
That's what he was looking for.
I haven't seen him since.
But
so.
couldn't he have told you that before you left? Like,
Oh, he did, but he was. You could tell who would be the alpha in that one.
and it's always gonna
And
be
I
you.
always love being the alpha.
You got to find somebody who alphas you, and then
No.
that's going to be your guy.
No, because then we'll butt heads. We'll butt heads. It won't work. I am always the alpha.
So what about you, Mike? Back when you were like dating, what was it like to date you?
It's a good question. Because I didn't date around a whole lot, and anybody I started going out with, I wound up dating for a long period of time. In it for the long haul. So it must have been all right.
Why are you
but-
pointing your finger? You're married now.
Well, when I was, man. It's just one of those things where I would be a terrible salesperson because I don't try to sell myself. If anything, I try to discourage you from anything. And
Don't date me.
yeah, I'm horrible.
I've done that.
But I would be sarcastic. If you can't take sarcastic humor or minor psychological games,
Because
Minor, in
like the ones
quotation
he-
marks, please.
like the ones he puts us through on a daily
Exactly.
basis.
Right.
you know, just don't expect much. I think
But
is,
I think that's good.
So
That would
what
be-
what clicked with Karen?
God, I don't know. That's a good question.
I kind of want to know that too, because you guys are complete opposites.
Yeah. She's very spirited. I'm kind of quiet. She's very social. I'm not. Yeah. I apologize to all the women who I've dated in the past, who weren't Karen. So, but yeah, it's just, I would say very underwhelming.
It's
Yeah.
it's underwhelming to date Mike. It's a challenge to date Spring because she's the alpha.
Just know I'm not there. Don't tell me what to do. I'm still going to do my own thing. Just know that we're together.
So what was it like to date Heather?
Right. That's what I want to know. I feel like she's probably similar to me.
Pity the fool. I pity the fool. Oh God, I am such a like. I want that romance. Do you know what I
Okay.
mean?
Oh,
I like
no.
the.
Yeah.
My
Oh, boy.
my husband still to this day does not open a door for me. He doesn't open my car door for me. He'll be nice and go out and heat my car up and things like that. But
It's because he's getting in the
I-
car too. That's why.
I like the
So
I like the chivalrous old worldy type of,
You want your
I like
independence taken from you? It's 2017.
no, I want both.
Oh.
that's where the problem comes
That's
in.
where the problem comes in.
Because it's just like, can you be chivalrous and be an independent woman at the same time?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I would like, I like those, wow, you look lovely today kind of compliments. Like, that gets me gushing. So I definitely, you have to compliment me like
Right.
all the time. Not from a validation sense, but I just, because I I like
You think it's
I
sweet?
swoon over like like broad sweeping like romantic gestures.
See,
And
I swoon over that, but at a very young age, I realized I was only in movies.
I guess
So like my romance. is just
I guess with
cut.
me it becomes hard to maybe like keep up with that. So then I'm like, what happened to that? And I'm always like the one like, do you love me anymore? Are you sure you still love me? You love me, right? Do you love me? Do you love me?
Are you sure? Wait, for sure.
Once you start it, you got to keep up with it.
I agree with that.
The
yeah,
one time you
have
slip
to.
up and you forget to leave that whatever it is, that little note out. Oh no.
Yeah, yeah. Oh
But it's
yeah.
not like that for just women. Men do the same thing. They do. And I didn't realize that until I was in a relationship.
Oh my
And I was
God.
in a young relationship, so
Did
that's
we
what made
just-
it funnier.
I think we just narrowed mine down to high maintenance and paranoid. That's what it's like to date
So you're
me.
like Charlotte,
yes, I'm totally a Charlotte.
and I'm totally a
Totally
Samantha
a Charlotte.
Jones.
Oh my gosh, all I can smell are these bagels in this
It
bag.
smells like White Castle, and I'm getting increasingly hungry.
I had a handful of Reese Pieces for breakfast,
I
and
had
now
oatmeal.
the bagels are there.
had
So,
oatmeal.
so what's going on with you guys? What's happening? It's almost Friday.
I know. And it's almost St. Patty's Day, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Speaking of relationships, we were talking about this on the Mike show about it may become a law in New Jersey that you have to be at least 18 years old to get married.
I think you should have to be like 25.
Oh,
To get married?
Like, yeah, just to like maybe get over that hump of that you might be divorced by the
That's-
time you're 25.
yeah.
Right now, you have to be at least 16 and have your parents' permission in order to get married in New Jersey.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Younger than that, you have to have your parents' permission and the permission of a judge. But,
Definitely
But
fair.
now the bill is passed, and the governor just needs to sign it to make it into law that you cannot get married under the age of 18.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because of the whole child bride protection thing. They're trying to.
Right.
I'm like, but how many child
I don't know.
brides
There
are
are
That's why
some
I
there?
need
states
to
in-
know what caused this.
There
Like,
are
how
some states
frequently was
in the
this happening?
union that it's legal to marry at like 12.
Yeah.
Well, I just found out in New York until recently, I think around the same time that we put up that ban, it was as young as 14. And I was like, what?
Could
in
you?
New York?
I mean, I like was 36 before I could reconcile the idea of
Right.
marriage. I can't even imagine like, oh, at 14, like the guy that I went to my like freshman dance with, oh, let's get
Yeah.
married.
What
like,
about high
tonight.
school sweethearts, though? High school sweethearts could not get married.
I had a high school sweetheart, and I'm kind of happy I didn't marry him.
Yeah.
No
But
offense
for-
if you're listening.
But for those like
the
John,
ones-
John Bon Jovi and his
Yeah,
wife,
yeah,
high
Dorothea.
school sweethearts. There are at least two couples I went to high school with, high school sweethearts.
Yeah, for me
got
too.
married then
Yep.
and still married today.
Well, in my head, if you really are high school sweethearts, you can't just wait the extra 2 years because you're going to be together forever anyway.
I don't know.
For the sake of saving child marriages.
Maybe it's the Romeo and Juliet effect.
That too. See, that's why I have a problem with Rome. I'm a cynic. I'm like, if they are going to last, they can wait.
I want to know with Romeo and Juliet, if they were so young, where did they get the poison?
The apothecary.
Yeah,
Hello.
duh.
They were connected.
You don't have to show
They
ID
also
for
had
that?
money.
No, because the apothecaries
You don't have
knew
to have
how
ID?
the apothecaries were on the side of the couple, and they were down to providing whatever was necessary
No.
to make them
See,
get
this
The
together.
would-
apothecary was on the side of money.
This would never work
Wow.
nowadays because Romeo and Juliet could not translate. I go to buy cold medicine, I got to show ID.
I know that's true.
You know?
Okay, that's
Oh,
what you
since I'm
question.
Romeo,
You
may I have
question-
some poison?
Wait, here you,
You
go.
question that, and not a 14 and 16-year-old falling
Getting
in love
married.
with one night, getting
Exactly.
married 2 days later, then dying for each other by the
You-
end of the week.
you
Not
have
in
to
New
be-
Jersey. Well, it's probably because they weren't allowed to get married under 18.
There are age limits
You
for
know that's not why.
driving. There are age limits for drinking. There are
Right.
age limits for purchasing cigarettes. So marriage is much bigger than that. So I agree with the law.
But it's about love, isn't it?
And also,
You just said you are a romantic, and you want to put a limit on love.
also realistic.
Look at
Most
that.
young
She
marriages
wants to
end
put a
in
limit.
divorce.
Most?
saying.
No.
That's what they say. The younger you
Who
are, the
says?
faster
They?
the divorce.
They?
Let's start looking up the study.
THEY, the hearsay experts for you. That's who they are. No.
They. All right. So Melissa, our intern, is here.
Just real quick.
Come up to the mic real quick,
20
Melissa.
to 24 years old, there's a 36.6% rate of divorce in women, 38.8% in men.
I mean, my
there's
own husband got
70
married for the first time at like
70% stay
20,
together.
22, and that lasted like 14 months.
The longer you wait, the better
Melissa,
chance of you have of staying
Come,
together.
come close.
Hello.
Hi, Melissa's still in college.
Yes.
She's in love.
And still
She's in love.
freezing.
Okay,
By the
way,
but
she's got a
do you
parka
have?
on.
She's not too far out of high school, is what I'm saying. Is did you have friends in high school that were like high school sweethearts in love?
I
That
knew high school sweethearts. I was a total loser in high school, so I didn't have like any friends. I'm being dead serious.
but did you know? Okay.
Small violin
But
No, I'm being dead serious. Like, my high
did
school
you know
sucked.
of any
Oh,
like
yeah.
18-year-olds that
Oh,
were in love and like
oh, yeah.
planning to get married after high school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't think that happened anymore.
I don't know.
Gonna have to go to Delaware now if you want to do it.
Yeah.
Or Pennsylvania. Not in New Jersey.
And by the way, we love you here at SoJO 104.9. So I don't. You just tell all those other people, just like, this is where you work now. So
Fact.
okay, fact.
It won't matter 10 years later anyway.
No.
Yeah, exactly. They're losers anyway. Probably peak in high school.
What about you, Spring? Anything on your mind today?
Kellyanne Conway's self-portrait.
Oh gosh,
'Cause
there
I
goes the arrow right through my heart.
love it. Which Mike does bring out a point. It is not a self-portrait. It is part of a photo series that she did for a calendar called Pretty in Mink, and she was Miss January.
And she
Thank
was
you.
wearing a dead beaver.
You're welcome.
And his self-portrait has to be taken by yourself.
Yes.
It's taken by a photographer.
Mike is
It
a
just
stickler for that.
portrait.
He wanted everyone to make sure. I made sure to put it in the blog that it's not a self-portrait, just for Mike's
Thank
sake.
you.
Now, I don't care about Kellyanne Conway's politics, her views, nothing. I am talking solely about the fact that this woman has a picture of herself hanging out in her living room, and I am here for it. I love it.
Spring wants like
I do.
a shrine to herself.
I want it. I
in her
want
house.
it so bad.
I was trying to. You've been to my house when
Yeah.
I had the painting a self-portrait
which
above
I
my
love.
fireplace.
Not
Since
creepy
taken it,
at all.
I've since taken it
great.
down, but yeah, there's something to be said about having a giant likeness of yourself.
Who loves you the most? Me. I love me the most.
That's good. I'm so glad you're so lacking in self-confidence, Spring.
Look, I'm not always proud of it. I try to be modest about it, but even when I don't like myself, I do love myself, and I think that's very important.
I will be honest with you. If there is a picture that I take that I'm like, wow, I got my good side in this,
Right.
I would blow it up to this big and like hang it.
No,
But there are only really pictures of like me and my husband around my house. Like
no, you need to change
we don't
that.
have like, it's just us. It's like our favorite pictures of us. Like there's like maybe one or two family photos, but basically it's us.
And I'm loving that it's not a regular picture of her. It's not a selfie. It's not just a picture of her at a park. It is her in like a blue, what is it, beaver fur lining,
type of,
whatever.
hood.
And she
That's-
just looks dramatic. I love it. I love it so much.
My gosh.
I think it's great.
Yeah, if Hector from our friends at Inspire Photos are listening right now, can you find a faux mink fur and bring it to Spring and
Yes.
take a portrait of her?
Can we
please?
actually do this? I do want a picture of myself in a fur coat. It's obviously fake.
I would
but
like-
I need it.
I would like Mike to recreate the famous George Costanza laying in his boxer shorts across a leather couch like this,
my
and I
God.
think that should be the new portrait above your fireplace.
I wear boxer briefs.
Just found that out.
Whatever
now.
combination you
Okay.
need.
Would you ever, those couples where the woman takes those sexy photos? Would you ever do that?
Yeah.
One
Yes.
hundy.
Yes.
One hundy.
Yeah.
For selfish reasons. So I can look back and be like, oh, when I'm like
Exactly.
80 and everything's sagged and
It's 2017.
Is
It's all
that why
about
women do it?
self-confidence and body positivity. Let's
I
do
would
it.
so do it.
So I can't tell you how many women I know who, and I wasn't supposed, whatever you do, don't show this. Don't tell anybody you saw these. A friend of a friend shows me.
Right.
I don't know whether they show me, but
No, these are professional though, right?
yeah.
They're like
Okay.
the boudoir photos.
Right.
Yeah, and they're very. You may have something on, you may not
Right.
have the black and white, and it's
Tastefully
supposed to be a
done.
gift.
Yeah, they make
to
nice
the-
books out of them
to the
now.
husband.
You can like bind them and make
Put
a
them on the
photo
coffee
album.
table.
I would totally put it on the coffee table. I
You
will pull
would.
a Kim Kardashian and just
make
put
a selfie
photos
book.
of myself.
For charity, I think we're
God.
gonna sell the spring calendar for springtime.
I hate me
12,
sometimes, but
12
I love
months
me
of
always.
spring.
I just
12 months of spring SoJO 1049 calendar.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. I was born to do this. I'm so narcissistic.
All right, that's a little invasive.
man.
Okay, one last thing here, and we'll wrap this up. Glamour magazine just put out a survey saying that this is how close couples are in the year 2017.
Oh.
That 49% of men have allowed a wife or girlfriend to pop their pimple.
Springs
Sorry,
into
my
this
gag
big time.
reflex is
I'm
coming
not.
out.
My
Spring loves
family
this.
is. Not
And
me. my family is.
29% of men have allowed a wife or girlfriend to pluck a stray hair like an eyebrow or something
I
like
don't
that.
even allow a wife Karen to do my laundry.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's also because you guys have problems.
My
with
question is, how close is too close? Where does the TMI like?
I was on Cosmo, and Cosmo's always awesome for weird tips
Yeah.
in the bedroom and whatever. And I say weird because there was this one that, as part of like an arousing thing, to shave each other.
Ew.
Exactly. Too close. What are you doing?
With like clippers?
No, like with a
no, with,
razor.
like, a
Get
razor.
away
Oh.
from me. I'm lucky if I can do it without slicing
Exactly.
off my.
And
Like,
as a woman, I know the poses I need to do, and I don't need you doing them for me.
oh my gosh, it's the reason why I take yoga.
Just no, that is way too close. Popping a pimple,
Blech.
I personally wouldn't. I have family members that have a thing for it. Like, they love doing it.
My mom used to do it. My dad used to get like blackheads on the
I
back
won't
of
do
his
it.
shoulder, and she would be right on top of him, and I would
Back
like.
knee.
I'll maybe pluck a hair that's out like on your face in a weird spot.
We had a listener send us a thing one time where she said she had this weird fetish of letting guys floss her teeth.
Oh God.
It really
Like
turned her on.
personal space, like get
Flossing.
away.
You wouldn't
Never.
floss your husband's teeth.
No.
What if he broke both of his arms in a tragic
Different circumstance.
hang gliding accident? And
then
he
yeah.
needed,
Then
you-
guess what? I would do it because I can't get him to do it now, so he would be powerless against me grooming him. So maybe I would.
Oh, so that's
but
exciting
I
for
already
him.
have an issue. Like he wants me to. He wants me to scratch his back with my nails, like really scratch it on bare skin, on bare skin.
I'm trying to
like,
think.
And he wants me to scratch his head really
No.
hard. All I can think of are the dead skin
Yep.
cells that are going to get trapped underneath my fingernails. And
What you need to do is get a pair of those mittens that they use for dogs on the dog hair. Get two of
he's got
those.
enough back
so
hair. Maybe that would work out.
Don't tell him you have them on, and just put them on when he's got. Okay, turn around. Turn around. Yeah, okay. You need to put those on and just
But he's
see his
like,
legs start
Just
going.
the noise.
he's like, my back itches. Can you? And
So glad I married you.
I pick up
Oh
the
my
remote
God.
control, or if like there's a fork nearby, I'm like, yeah. He's like, no. He's like, please go under. And says, why don't you love me? He says, because I can't, and I can't.
My
scratch
mom
his head.
makes me do that for her, and I love my mom. I love my mom so much, but every time she asks me, I can't say no. It's my mom.
But one little itch,
Oh
you'll do
my
it, right?
God.
What if you just got like one little itch? Like sometimes you get a bit behind
Yeah,
the
but-
shoulders, just real quick. You know.
It always starts off
Over.
with a little itch, and then they say, no, that's not it. A little more
No,
to the right.
like,
a little
yeah,
more to the right.
yeah.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that so much.
And I'll go over the
right.
I'll go over the sweater or
You'll keep your
t-shirt
hands
or
on the
something.
outside.
But you
but
don't
on the
actually
outside.
get it unless you go
I
underneath.
know.
Yeah, there are worse things, I guess.
What like what?
My stomach might growl, and it's not because I'm like hungry about this whole conversation. I'm just letting everyone know that. Just had to let everyone know because it's gonna make a weird noise soon.
Okay, well, we're going to put this to a poll. This will be our weekly poll. How close is too close in a relationship? Where is the boundary? Or is there none when you're in a committed relationship? I mean, I think I really draw the line at the popping them.
I think I would draw the line at doing number 2 in front of me. That should never be okay.
Yeah.
Agreed.
A lot of these people say, "Oh, in a true relationship, you should share everything, smells."
You
and
got to
everything.
leave a little
No.
mystery, don't you?
For me, there's a certain amount
No.
of respect. You
Right.
know, I'm not going to
yeah.
show you everything and admit everything possible
Gotta live some mystery.
just in order to just respect my fellow human being.
I mean, there was a long time I didn't even want to see my husband let me like scoop the cat litter because I thought it was like a very like demeaning thing, and like he would find me so much less attractive. Like I would be scooping the
would
litter, and he would come in and be like, "Get out of here!"
You'd sneak in. You'd wait till he falls asleep at night,
What?
and then go to the cat litter box.
I didn't.
Finally.
I didn't want to see
I
him.
never thought he'd fall asleep.
I didn't want him
It's 4
to
o'clock in the
see.
morning, for God's sake.
I didn't want him to see me like emptying the dishwasher or doing like household tasks in like a dirty t-shirt and like things like that. I didn't want him to see me cleaning. Or anything.
I won't let guys see me without makeup. That I won't do. Like light makeup, so I look natural, but that's about it.
In that case, wife Karen must share the same sentiment with doesn't want me to see her
Right.
cleaning the house,
That's exactly what she's
doing
doing.
laundry.
Yes,
Exactly.
this is that. You know what? That's my excuse. That's going to be my explanation for it.
That is
Oh,
really
gosh.
funny. Scooping
All
cat
right.
litter. She won't do
How close
Do
is
it.
too close in a relationship? Take our poll, SoJo1049.com. Thanks for listening to this episode of Around the Mic.
Your poor cats.
Subscribe. My poor cat.
Imagine the smell.
You're
No.
having to climb up on a pile.
No,
get
I
into their litter
promise
box.
you that I am diligent about doing that. I just don't want to be seen doing it.
Okay.
If you like the podcast, please give it a good rating. Tell your friends about it. They are the Mike Show. Social Spring Gonzalez and Mike Richmond, weekdays 5:30 to 10. I'm Heather DeLuca, and we will catch you next week
I'm the bald one.
on Around the Mic.
For
Yes.
watching us.
Bye.